Mama zakungi betengo we kumoyi ingumada takana. Okyoso kinu kibanga se Manuele ngando mushisamye.
Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 36 of the Two Left Feet podcast. Today I had on the wonderful Mr. Rudy St. Julien. He's from Haiti, born and raised for a while, and eventually he moved to the United States. He grew up dancing compa, and he grew up dancing it to Caribbean zouk. This is a really cool episode because Rudy is a good friend of mine, man. He was on the first performance dance team that I was on. So when I joined that team, he was one of the elders. You know, I really looked up to him. He really helped me out, man. Rudy is an amazing dancer. I joined the Latin Vintage, which was a performance team created by Julissa Cruz in Richmond, Virginia. Rudy was pretty much like a mentor to me at that time, man. I thoroughly enjoyed speaking with him, and I'm so glad he was able to come on the show. In this episode, we talked about, you know, what it was like growing up in Haiti. We talked about compa, talked about Caribbean zouk, talked about how he first learned salsa. A big portion of this was dedicated to, you know, his time in Haiti. It's pretty intense, man. It's pretty rough over there. So to hear his story was it's kind of surreal because it's such a different lifestyle to what I'm used to in America. But he's a professional. I should say professional, but he's a salsero. He's very enthusiastic. He's a teacher. He's a performer. He's a choreographer. He's serious about it, man. He loves salsa, and I can say from personal experience, man, he has the moves. That dude has got the moves, man. His salsa's on point. If you find value in this episode, man, I want to ask that you please leave a like and subscribe. And if there is no value to you, then, you know, don't worry about it. But I thoroughly enjoyed this episode 36 with the wonderful Mr. Rudy St. Julien.
Hey, all right. So I am on the line with a Mr. Rudy St. Julien.
Yes, sir.
Who is an instructor, a performer, and a dancer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's right.
You recently had a birthday, man. April 2nd. Am I happy belated?
Well, thank you.
And I said, and you also perform with Ms. Julissa Cruz on her team, Latin Vintage. Is that correct?
Latin Vintage. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. How you doing today, Rudy?
Well, I'm pretty good. It was a busy day at work. You know, as I called you, I just got home.
Okay. I understand. What's your day job, man?
Structural engineering.
Okay. Are you an engineer or you're an engineer,
man? Hey, gotta, you know, dancing doesn't pay the bill.
So wait, engineer by day, dancer by night. Is that what it is?
That's right.
So really, I'm curious, man. I always forget, where were you born?
I was born in Haiti.
That's right, Haiti, man.
Yes, sir. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Born and raised, and I left Haiti in 2002.
How old are you?
I am 40. I'm 20. I just turned 46.
How old when you left Haiti?
About 39. I mean 29.
I'm curious, man. What was it like growing up in Haiti?
Oof. It was. There were up and down. At times, like when I was growing up, things were pretty good on a certain extent. Because if you were not in politics, you would not have any problems. And so my parents were not, so they did not have any problems. So
okay.
That was, but if you were, that was a different story. So, but like I said, it was pretty good until 1986 when they ousted the dictator that was there, because we had a dictator for whatever. And when that happened, it went. I mean, we were expecting the best, but that never happened. I mean, till this day, we're still hoping for the best, but nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
I'm curious, what was your childhood like, man?
I would say I had a good childhood life. I mean, it's I was fortunate. My parents did not have any issues, and I will tell you to this day, I've never seen my parents argue.
Okay.
So things that help, and they both work, and which helped also. So I mean, I'm not saying that we were able to do stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So they were not too strict. They let
Okay.
us do certain things. I mean, certain things they were not allowed, but hey, which is normal. They're
Uh-huh.
not gonna let you do everything.
Uh-huh.
So it was a good childhood. I had good friends. We were like everybody knew we knew all the kids on the block, and we were like a nice gang, nice family.
Okay.
They come to my house. I would go to their house. And when we started going out, going to parties, we would pick up each other if
Okay.
whoever has a car.
Uh-huh.
So it was pretty good. It was
Okay,
pretty
that's
good.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious. You said we. How many siblings do you have?
My For myself, I have a brother and a sister.
Okay. And are you the oldest, the middle? What are you?
The youngest.
You're the baby.
The baby, man.
Okay. Okay. I'm curious, man. What was it like being a baby? Did you get less beatings, more beatings? What?
More.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah. Well, I was, you know, I was very, when you're in your world, you do stuff. So yeah, I was that kid. So I would get in trouble, not for bad things, but every now and then I would forget to do stuff, get in
Okay.
trouble. And my siblings now, but I was also very sick because I suffered asthma,
Oh,
and I had it bad when I was a kid. So my parents really, really
uh-huh.
spoiled in that sense, because every time if I was sick, they would have me in their bedroom, and I was the only one enjoying that.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So my siblings would always, my brother and my sister, they would gang up to make me, I mean, yes, to beat the hell out of me. Yep. And I was like, and I would not let that happen. So I would retaliate, So, or if I could do it by myself, I would wait till my parents were there, hit them, and then run to my parents. I'm like, hey, they're trying to kill me. Yeah, I was pretty bad.
You're a wild boy, man.
Yes, I was.
And so I'm curious, man. So you growing up in Haiti. Did you grow up dancing at all? What?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this type of dance is well, not when I say type of dance, I mean close position dance is pretty common in Haiti, because we also have our own type dancing, which is called compas.
Okay, I've heard of
See,
compound definitely.
yeah, so it is very close or similar to merengue, but it's the music is not as fast. Some are very, very, very smooth, and beside compa, we also grew up listening to zouk.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
the zouk that they're doing right now. It's the Caribbean zouk,
The
which is
Caribbean zoo.
very. It's not the central zouk that they have. That thing, no. It's the Caribbean zouk. So we grew up doing that. So every weekend, when we were on vacation, we would go to parties. Okay. And early on, and I was probably 10, I was forced to learn how to dance. Oh yeah, because my parents had a party at my house, at their house, and everybody was dancing, and you couldn't, you wouldn't be. I mean, you didn't want to be the one not dancing, you
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
So I started there, and uh, learning there, and then after that, going to parties that when I was old enough, we taking myself up. My sister took us to parties after at certain point, and then when she left the country or herself, my brother and I, we used to go to parties like at our friend's house and stuff like that. So yes, so it was really dancing all night, and
Okay.
really close position. Oh yeah, so it started there. I would say that it started really there.
Okay. I'm curious. Was music a big part of your childhood? Like your family and everything?
Yes. Oh yes, yes, big time. I mean, I remember like my parents would always buy those stereos. I don't. There's somebody was on the net, or I don't remember exactly what they were showing this type of the radio system.
Okay.
You have the tape recorder, tape, but it's a whole system, and
Right,
people
right, right.
who would recognize that, and fortunately, we grew up seeing these things because my parent would have these, and since they were pretty big on having parties at the house, so you would need a good system
Yeah.
to I mean to play some good music and stuff. So yes, we listened to a lot of music, and I remember my dad, he had his what do you call this, the yeah, yeah, it's not CDs, but before the CD
The
era,
cassettes,
before cassette, the
vinyl, vinyl.
vinyl. Yes, oh, they had a lot. They
Yeah.
had a lot. I mean, yeah. So yes, sir.
Man, that's awesome. I'm curious. I know you speak French. Did you grow up speaking French in Haiti, or?
Well, we speak French and Creole.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, so I do speak French and Creole.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm in New Orleans, man. So it's a lot of Creole French here.
Uh, so yeah, so are you picking some a few words here and there? No, no.
Oh, not at all, man. Let me ask you, not at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, they have their own. They have their own, like slang and dialect down here, man. It's kind of crazy, man. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, so are you liking it over there?
New Orleans, man, I enjoy it, man. It's a little hot and humid, man. And they got some bad roads. The roads down here are terrible, but the city is cool, man. The city is it's alive, man. It's this real cool city.
So are you in the like the French Quarter?
So honestly, man, New Orleans is actually pretty small, man. So the French Quarter is only maybe 10 minutes from my house.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's not far at all.
Oh, that's pretty
I've
cool.
been there. Yeah, 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 I've been there numerous times, man. It's a big music city, honestly, man. Music is very
Yes,
big. Yeah,
yes. They do a
yeah,
lot of jazz and yeah.
yeah, man.
Yep.
It's got a. I would say I'm very surprised, man. I thought coming down here it would have a bigger, like salsa scene, a Latin scene, but honestly,
You don't see any?
I want to say Rich. It might be the same size or a little bit smaller than Richmond,
Man,
right?
that's tough.
Right?
That's tough, yeah.
Right? I mean, so I'm still thankful I can go out dancing like every week, man. But I was expecting this a lot bigger coming
Yeah,
to more
yeah.
south. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm,
And
that's
so I'm curious though, man. I want to talk about you still.
Yep, yep.
So you're growing up in Haiti, man.
Mhm.
Did you go to school down there? What was school like in Haiti?
School, so it was. I, I don't know how school is in here. I've only seen it on TV, so I can't
Okay. I don't know.
really
TV is the
talk about much about like to make a comparison. But like we did not have the locker style. When you get to school, you have your own locker, put your stuff there. No, we did not have that. So we would go. I mean, myself, I would go to school, bring my book bag, and it was close enough to home that I could walk. So, but my parents would drop me off, and pick me back up when it was time to get to go home.
Okay.
And yeah, we had a lot. It was pretty cool. Like every after each hour, we had 10 minutes of recreation,
Okay.
and from 8 to noon, and then we had an hour and a half break. You could go home, you could do
Okay.
whatever. You could go play soccer, you could do or basketball or volleyball. So that was big. Like those
Okay.
recreation, that was a big recreation for an hour and a half. And that was pretty cool because
Yeah.
you could do anything. When I was younger, we used to play not hide and go seek, but some kind of tag tag
Okay.
tag game or whatever it was called. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had time to do that, and then when we grow older, we would play soccer. It was a lot of soccer. There were competition, and then we enjoyed that. and then after that 1 hour and a half recreation, you will go back to class, and for till 5, I believe, and then you go back home. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
That's
yeah.
crazy, man. That's you went to
Yeah.
school till 5?
Yes,
That's
sir.
pretty late, man.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Maybe between 3 and 5.
Okay,
I'm
I
not.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah, but it was pretty late.
I
I
get you. Yeah, that sounds like it, man. And so you're growing up in Haiti and everything. Do you continue like dance, from your whole life, or you
Oh
slow
yeah,
down
yeah.
a bit?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there was I was pretty good at compa. I was pretty
Oh,
good,
okay.
So I would go to when I would go to parties, people would want to dance with me. You know, I love to dance, and so every very young, I knew I loved to dance.
Okay.
So I was at one party, and I don't know if you have that feeling when you're on the dance floor, or you are at a party, and then you hear that song.
Ah,
You love that song. You're like, I gotta dance this song,
yeah.
and that's that. And for us, we had to find a partner, because you can't dance those songs by yourself.
Uh-huh.
It's not hip hop. It's not those kind of things. So you have to find somebody. So that's how it was. I would always have that feeling. They're playing that's your famous song. You're like, oh, you gotta go get somebody and dance. Oh yeah. And then we were at a party. I don't remember exactly where it was. And then they played salsa,
Oh.
and I had to sit down. Can you imagine? I'm like, what is this? I never.
You
I mean, I
didn't
heard
know it.
about it, but
Uh-huh.
I didn't know. I know how to dance. So I'm like, oh my god! And those guys, they were killing it. I'm like, oh my god, this is what I want to do.
Okay.
I mean, but unfortunately, my parents were not going to pay an instructor for me to learn salsa. So I had to go to school. And once I was done with school and starting work, then that's when I started taking classes in Haiti, salsa
Okay.
class.
So that's
Oh
when you
yeah,
first started. Okay.
that's when I started. Yep.
So I didn't even know this. So Haiti actually had a salsa scene.
Yes. It wasn't at the time. It was just booming at the time, and I did not enjoy it as I would want to, because like I said, I started late, and then I had to leave the country. But and then I was at the time too. I was a little bit shy, so I would, even though I would learn, but I would not go practice.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like, you know how that is. You cannot not practice.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You want to get better.
exactly. So I didn't see it like that, but so yeah, I did not really fully blossom in salsa in Haiti.
Okay.
So it was I was taking classes, but when you're learning something, the best way to improve is by practicing it and doing it on the dance floor, because you
Right.
will get something here. Oh, then that didn't work, or something. But
Yeah.
I never had that chance, and I did maybe once or twice, but not enough to make it mine,
Okay.
like I right now.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm
Mhm.
curious, man. Give me some tips for compa, man. For people out there who dance compa, what are some tips to help them get better?
To help to do what?
Dancing compa. What are some tips for that? To get better.
Oof. Well, compa is a very smooth dance. Um, it is also very similar to merengue. So if you can do merengue, you will be able to do compa.
Okay, okay.
The only thing that we are big about is about smoothing your move. So you can't dance with a flex foot. I mean, you have to relax your knee. So to make it, when you're, let's say you jump, right, and when you're landing, you're not gonna just land
Right.
lock your knee, right?
Exactly.
You're gonna let your knee bend a little bit to let it have a give, just so you can absorb the shock, right?
Right.
So that's about how we are about compa. So you have to relax those knees to make it smooth as possible.
Okay.
And we were big on about that. So there's that.
Okay.
So that's one, and enjoy the song. Enjoy the
Okay.
song.
Yeah.
Oh, which is kind of the same in salsa. You know, when you're listening to salsa, there are some songs that are very smooth,
Right.
and you don't want to just get on the song and then start spinning the person or doing. You have to enjoy, feel the song, you know, and milk it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? So it's the same. The
Okay.
same. This.
I want to ask you this, man. I wanna, hear some more Zouk artists. Tell me, what are some of your favorite Caribbean Zouk artists? Do you have any?
Oh, Kassav.
Everyone tells you Kasai.
Kassav. They came out with it. I mean, I can look for names because I do have it on my playlist.
Huh?
I do have it, but Kassav is the first, like I would say the founder, because they started with Zouk. Okay, for 20 years they've been at it, and oh my God, they were good.
Okay.
And let's see.
I want to ask you this: how big was Kassav in Haiti?
Oh, they were very big.
Okay.
I mean, it's all we well, at the time, like I had a cousin. He had all the cassette, you know, and we would go to him, you know, hey, can you make a double for us, you know, so that when we go to the beach or when we were traveling in car, so we can put it in the car,
Yeah.
cassette player, and then oh my God, yes, oh, yeah, that was the thing at the time. I
Okay.
mean, they were huge. I mean, if you went to a party, there are certain songs that they used to play. If you did not have that, yeah, your DJ is no good because you have to have those songs, you know. So I'll give you another name. Let's okay. So yep, David and Corinne, they were awesome.
Okay.
Or Eric Viogal,
Okay.
that dude was very good. And Eddie Mark. I mean, there are a few. There are a
Okay.
few.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely gonna check all of them out then.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want me to send you the names, I can send you.
That'd be best. Send it to me because I don't know how I'm gonna spell those names honestly.
Yeah, I know. I know. You're
So
like,
send me.
look at me like, dude, I don't understand. I can send you the names, but
Yeah,
yes,
do
I do
that for
have.
me. And I'm gonna post those once I post this online. Well, okay, so yeah, so Kasai was the big one.
Oh, Kassav is like I said, they were the founder, and the good thing about them, you know, they were a big band, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Right.
and each of them went off and did their own thing too, without leaving the band. So
Okay.
they did their thing, their album, and then still were part of Kassav. You know, they were pretty good. So like you will hear Kassav, and then you will also hear like Patrice Saint Eloi. He had his own thing, and you're like, oh, but he was on Kassav. But yes, but they were about to branch out and do this thing, and then come back in
Okay.
and still work with Kassav. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
awesome.
oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool. And so yeah, you're growing up in Haiti and everything. And then you say you leave at 29, right? What
Yes,
what made you leave?
you know, Haiti is a nice country. Is a beautiful country. Um, a lot of things to discover, and tourism could have been big, and people could have made a lot of the out of this country. But like when the dictator was ousted, they stole a lot of money. Okay, I'm not saying everywhere's got corruption is everywhere. We know that, but people also care. People who care about their country. I mean, okay, they will do whatever they need to do to steal money, but at the same time, they will also do what they need to do to make the country work
Okay.
out to a certain extent. I mean, not
Yeah.
everybody's going to be happy about what this group or that group, but at the end of the day, there are certain things, for instance, that you will have that are requirement, that are necessity that you will have. For instance, water. You will have that.
Yeah.
Electricity, you will have that. You know, your roads, They're paved, and you can travel many miles to go to another city and easily. And guess
Are you?
what?
Oh,
Mhm.
are you saying that Haiti does it lack all of those things or?
Uh, Dude, I used to pay for what my dad used to pay for water, right? And never got water at the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so those kind of things. Okay, we electricity before during the dictator time. Yes, we did have electricity 24/7. After them, we would part of the day you would have electricity.
Hey.
Yes. So it's so those are the things, okay, you're telling me that the country has a lot of money, that people are able to do this and that, but yet when you look at the country as a whole, because those things that we are talking about that people are able to do, it's just a minority of people who can do it. The rest of the people, they can't afford those things.
Okay.
No, okay, you said people are stealing, yeah, whatever, but and claiming that they love the country, but yet they don't have anything to show for it. They tell you that they love the country. Okay, so why aren't we doing what we need to do to make it work or to be better?
Yeah.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
for instance, you to go to a couple of years ago, I took a few friends to Haiti, and there's this nice fort, it's called La Citadelle, and we took them there. It normally it should have it's a road that would have taken us about 3 hours, maximum four maybe. It took us 6 hours to get there.
And because of what?
Bad. The roads were really, really. When I say bad, really bad,
Oh.
really bad. I mean, you can't drive if you have a nice sports car. Yeah, you don't
You
you, you
don't.
not you don't want to drive that. We had to rent a Jeep, a
Okay.
SUV, a serious SUV, and then
Okay.
I'm showcasing my country. I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. Okay, no problem. It is. Yet I was so ashamed because when I got to that city where we were supposed to go, it was raining. And oh my God, drainage zero. So
Oh, wow.
all over, it's like almost all the water is goes over the road. So
Okay.
you don't even know where you're driving. You can be falling in a ditch, whatever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So it's tough. It is tough. And I am one of the guys who I didn't like this. I didn't like that, and I would have to speak my mind about it. And yeah,
Okay.
would not accept that because and you will be a threat. And
Okay.
next thing you know, hey, somebody will come to your place and put you down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How old were you when that dictator was kicked out?
86. So I was 73, 73,
13.
70, 13.
Okay. Do you know? Can you say his name, or do you not want to say his name?
Yeah, yeah, Jean-Claude Duvalier.
Okay.
Jean-Claude Duvalier ou bien Papa Doc.
Mm.
So, well, his dad was Papa Doc, and his name and him he was Baby Doc because
Okay.
his
Okay.
dad was a doctor, and then he became president. He was and the thing about them is the fact that if you were against them, they had those guys they called Tonton Makut who were there to you know
The muscle,
like
or
yes, so they will like spy if they know that those people, this house has people who don't like it, like Papa Dog. They will go kill them. Oh yeah,
okay.
yes, there was a lot of that. If you were like, that's why a lot of people who were very smart, educated people had to leave the country because they were against that. But just because they were against them, they were like, hey, you're a threat, so you got to
Mm.
go. They start with your family, And so next thing you know, it's you. So you got to run. So you got to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, man. How are things? If you, I don't know if you remember, but how were things? Were they worse or better? Before or after the dictator? Like, how did things
So
change?
that's so, that it's kind of, how do you say that? It's true. He was a dictator. He was doing wrong. Yet the country was running better when he was there.
Okay.
It's weird, but that's the reality.
I
We did not have
understand.
that. When the dictator was there, we had electricity 24/7. The roads were a lot better. The country was clean. There was a lot of things happening that were good. Things, maybe when he died, things were changed because his son was only 19 when he was on power, when he got the power, because dad died, so they wanted to keep the thing going.
Right. Right.
So this
Right.
came back, but he was the president, and what can you do? So that's when things started to change and go sour. But even then, things were still going well. Okay, but after that, yeah, that was it.
Okay.
There were certain things that we used to do every year. My parents and their friends, they would gather like every vacation. They would go get together, rent a bus, and take us to every, like, places that we need to do, every city that we need to know, just to learn
Ah.
about the country.
Okay.
And
Okay.
immediately after that, after the dictator was ousted, that stopped.
Okay.
Because that's when you were getting a lot of bad things were happening, and whew, yeah, it was
Okay.
not fun. It was
Mm.
not fun at all.
I understand. That sounds intense, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty, and we became messed up because those things, you saw them at so often that it became
Like
normal
normal.
for us.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh no way. But for us, it's like that's what we see. We see it every day, so
Okay.
it's normal. So it's like it doesn't bother people anymore. And I had to step back. When I came here, for instance, and took a step back and look at things now, I'm like, okay, this is how things are now here, and so that should not be like that back home.
Mm.
But you have to really take the step back to really see, oh snap, this is not right. That was
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious, man. Was there any point in life where you were like actually scared for your life? Are
You
you? Are
know,
you? Are your family?
I was not, when I was like I was saying, that living there, I was not really scared because,
Okay.
like I said, it was normal. We got
Okay.
used to it. We got used to it.
Mm.
However, when I came back here, when I came to live here, and things were kind of rough in Haiti, and then I went to see my mom. Dude, I would not drive. If I were to go somewhere, I had to call. I mean, if my friends wanted to see me, I'm like, guys, I'm not driving. If you're
Mm.
coming in and pick me up, that's fine. But myself, no. That
Okay.
was how bad it was. And
Mm.
that year, I'm telling you, my mom never used to. I mean, when I come visit, my mom doesn't give us a phone or anything. She let us do our thing. But that year, dude, my mom was like, "Hey, use my phone. Call me every hour."
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a lot of kidnapping happening at the time.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I mean, and it was a way to make money,
Hmm.
and it was a quick cash money, and people were getting away with it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm curious, man. I don't know, like what happened. Well, what is keeping your parents in Haiti? Like, were you not able to bring them with you? Is that not possible?
Well, it's not more of that, but when you get to a certain age, you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna go through certain things
Okay, that's their home, right? That's their home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they
Okay.
would not leave the country
Okay.
for.
Okay.
They were younger. They would be like, oh yeah, we would, but at their age, they were like, no, it's they're gonna deal with it, and that's that.
Okay. I know you
Yeah.
said your sister left. Where did she go to?
Well, my sister, for a while, she was with my uncle in New Jersey,
Okay.
and then she once she went through all her school and stuff. She got out and went to live in New York.
Okay. Okay. And so, and what about your older brother?
My brother and I, we stayed in Haiti for the longest time. I
Oh.
left first, and then he followed a couple years later, but he didn't come here. He went to Canada.
Ah, okay. Okay. Sure enough.
Yep.
And so I'm curious, man. Was it for you? How difficult was it for you to leave Haiti? Was that a problem or?
No,
Okay.
when I was so determined that I could not stay, that it was like, okay, it was when it was time came to go. I'm like, yep, I'm going.
Okay.
I didn't hesitate. Took all my stuff, left.
Okay. And I'm curious. What was the spark that made you leave? Did something happen, or you just got fed up over time?
Well, things were changing. Things were changing, and I'm like, it's a waste of time. And well, I don't have kids, but and thinking about having kids at the time, you're like, oh, what am I gonna give my kids?
Right.
And guess what? Everybody who were in Haiti, what they would do is go to the States, have a kid, and make sure that they have the citizenship.
Right.
Or
Exactly. Uh-huh.
then when it comes school time or college, you can send the kid to college.
Okay, I get you. I get you. Did you meet your wife in Haiti?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. I gotta ask, man. How did you meet your wife,
Yeah,
man?
yeah. We were um one of my best friend, his wife. Yeah, she's her cousin.
Ah, okay.
So through them, I met her there, and then
Okay. Did
yeah.
you ever dance compa with her?
Oh yeah,
Compa?
oh yeah,
All
oh yeah,
right. Okay.
oh yeah, yes sir.
Is she a good follow?
Yeah, oh yeah, she was pretty good. Oh, you have to know how to dance. You have
Okay.
to know. I mean, if well, like not everybody knows how to dance in Haiti, because it happens. There are parents who were against that, so hey, you may
Oh.
not. I mean, I had a girlfriend. She never went out until I started going out with her, and then she's like, yeah, she doesn't know how to dance. She didn't know how to dance. So that was not her thing.
Okay.
So you can I mean, that happens. But thankfully, she was among like her cousins. They grew up going out, so she was in that atmosphere, so she knew
Okay.
about them. So yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I'm I'm curious, man. So you say you come to America. How did that work? Like, did you come on like a visa, or like how did
Yeah.
you come here?
Coming with a visa.
Okay.
So with a visa, and well, it was more of how do you call that? Uh,
Like
it
a
was
work
a visa.
visa.
No, no, because I had to go get that after. But it was something that allowed me to stay. It was not a regular visa, like the visa that you get to visit.
Uh
It
huh.
was not that. It was something that you were going to go through the process of becoming a citizen
Okay.
and
Okay.
live there. Oh yeah, it's a whole process.
Okay.
So yeah, it did not happen the same day.
Uh
I
huh. Right.
came
Right. Right.
after a few years, and then they gave me a work permit, and then I got my green card.
Ah.
Oh yes,
Okay.
it's a long, long process.
Okay. I want to hear about it, man. So, but hold on. So, what made you come to America? Like, is that just the one place you wanted to come? Did you have other places in
No,
mind?
my sister was there one, and then my wife was there too.
Oh, okay. She had already
So
come over.
She was there too.
Okay. So you came
That
here.
yes, that facilitate things too.
Okay. So you come to America, man, and did you speak any English at that point?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of my family live in the States already.
Ah.
Yeah. So I had my cousins who are in the States. So when I would go for vacation, that I would go to their house, and going there, they only spoke English, so I had to speak English.
Okay. I get you.
So even though we did learn in school in Haiti,
Oh, okay.
but it's basics, and but to like everything in life, to master it, you have to practice. So and I had been practicing with my
Okay.
cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you moved to the States and everything. What was it like when you first came to America?
What was it? Well, it's hard to say what was it like. Maybe because I had been coming every year. I would come here
Oh,
every
okay. You had family, so you were visiting.
year. Yeah, every year I would,
Oh,
since
okay.
ever. I would say my first trip were for me. I was like 6 years old.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't your first
So
time then.
it was nothing. It was nothing new to me.
Okay, I get you.
The new part was being there forever.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
you're
moving here.
residents now. That was the only difference.
Okay.
Because I was there every year, whether it was for vacation or for Christmas or for something happening or my wedding. So I was
Okay,
always
I
traveling.
get you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Would
But
you would you move to first?
I was in New York for a while, and then I went to Blacksburg,
It's
and
Virginia,
then
Blacksburg, Virginia, right?
yep. And then I came to Stafford.
I think that's that Northern Virginia, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Northern
Okay.
Virginia. Then after Stafford, Fredericksburg, and then from Fredericksburg, I came here.
Okay. And so I'm curious. At all that time, are you dancing salsa, practicing salsa,
Oh,
or?
oh no. So I had stopped dancing, and I was more about playing soccer.
Oh, okay. Trying to go professional, huh?
Well, not professional, but just having fun, because my brother-in-law at the time, he used to he had not he didn't have a team, but he had a place that he would go play soccer, and then he would invite me, and then I would go. So it was all about soccer, and I started dancing again, but not salsa. I started dancing. I got into ballroom.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. So when I living in Fredericksburg, so visiting Fredericksburg, so walking, going places. So I was walking, and then we walked in front of that studio, and I saw that because and I entered the studio because they said they were teaching salsa. So I'm like, oh, I went in, and I'm like, hey, so I would like to learn salsa by stuff like that. And then, what do I need to do? And so they gave me the whole thing, what do I need to do, blah, blah, blah. And then, so I came. So we did that for, I don't know, maybe a month. I don't remember exactly how long. And then my instructor was like, at the time, he was like, so you dance pretty well, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to do ballroom? So I got switched. So I
okay.
switched.
The
Yeah.
bait and switch.
Yep. So I went from wanting to dance salsa to getting into ballroom. So I did that for 6 months. I performed. I mean, not perform. I competed in
Okay, I
ball.
know that, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I did that. I mean, that was it was good. It was good. Because, like I said, this wasn't my piece of my thing. I was very nervous, very shy.
Okay.
Oh, so and I wanted that. You see what you like, and you like, hey, you want to change that. So you do what you got to do to change or to get better at it, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I did, and we competed. It was awesome, and I was going to continue. And had I not moved to Richmond, I would have been maybe a better ballroom dancer than salsa.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because uh-huh.
I want to know what was it. I'm sorry to cut you out. What was it like learning ballroom at first?
Ballroom was fun. Phone was also fun. Oh, it was good. The technique was a little bit different because there was a lot of like when you're competing, they're looking a lot at the way your foot placement, and your line and all those good things. So they when you're executing a move, it's maybe heel to toe, or toe to heel. So you have to execute it that way.
Oh,
I don't know if it changed now, but that's how it was when I did it. So I
okay.
mean, it was interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it. It was fun.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I had to leave
Okay.
because I moved in Richmond after those 6 months. So we were going to continue competing because we were going to go to the next level. And when we started learning a few newer stuff, and then we moved, and it was an hour and a half to go there and learn.
Right.
So,
Right.
well, not an hour and a half, but about 45 minutes. And yeah, so we didn't feel like it was
I
worth it.
understand. You saying we did you was it you and your wife or just a dance
Yeah,
partner?
yeah, me and
Oh,
my
because
wife.
you and your wife competed. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And after that, I switched again. Well, no, well, guess what? When I got here, I started dancing ballroom again, and this is how I met you. I know you know Boris.
Yeah, Boris Carr.
Boris, yes,
Yeah, of
sir.
course, definitely no boy. I'm trying to have him on the show. I definitely gotta have him on the show.
So I was dancing ballroom at a place where he was teaching salsa, and so that's how I met him and stuff like that. And then I'm like, okay, well, ballroom is not gonna work out because they did not have a good teacher, a good instructor, or the one that they had was not permanent. She was traveling, and the business did not work. What she was going for did not work, so she stopped going to that place. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. And this is time for me to focus on salsa. And
Okay.
that's when I started dancing. I mean, really, really focusing.
So it sounds like you've always had a love for dancing then, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
man, I dance. If I could do it all, man, I would do it all. I
Okay.
swear.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's hard. You want to learn this, you want to learn that. There's no time. I gotta work. you
Busy
know,
man, yeah.
gotta practice. It's hard.
Uh, so you meet Boris, you start taking classes with him or
Well, at first, I think I did a few things with Clara and
okay,
Giovanni.
yeah, exactly. Claire, she lives in Seattle now. I'm trying to get her on the show as well. Gotta have her on.
Yeah. So we did. I started dancing. At first, I went to Clara and started with Clara, and it was going well. And at the time, I heard about Julissa. I took a few classes with Julissa, but nothing. It didn't stick.
Okay.
And then I had my knee injury.
From soccer or what happened?
Yes, I don't know what happened. I think I was going for a header. I jumped, and then when I landed, I heard my knee cloop cloop. I'm like, oh
Oh,
snap! Yeah,
okay, shucks.
yeah, that was it.
What was the injury? You know, or like the doctor say? Like,
ACL,
oh,
ACL tear.
oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Wow, that's quite the recovery, right?
8 months, eight
Okay,
months, and twice a day at the PT.
okay,
Oh yeah, so it was brutal,
yeah,
brutal. Even after that, even after those 8 months, it was still rough because I could not do certain things.
right,
It took me a while before I could be myself again. I mean,
yeah,
and sometimes the knee is still stiff.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy, man.
it was brutal. But
Okay,
that was when I started. Okay, I was like, okay, well, that's it for me.
soccer,
No more
football.
soccer. Yep. And I dedicated myself completely to salsa.
Oh, okay. And
I
so
think.
so hold on. Oh,
Hmm? Right
so
there, Brett.
you take some classes with Clara, you take some
Yeah, yeah.
classes with
But
Jalissa, and then what happens? What happens after that?
it was mostly with Clara and some with Julissa, and a few, really, really a few, maybe 2 or 3 classes with Julissa. And then I had my injury, So I stopped.
Oh, okay, you
And
had to stop, of course. Yeah.
I stopped for 8 months, and then when I came back, I started taking classes with Boris.
Oh, okay.
I came back, and then I'm like, okay, so we're gonna try Boris, and then I did that. We started going. I started going to his what you call his group classes, and I was like, well, it's not working for me because you know people were not advanced enough, so they were not moving fast enough for me. So I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
Yeah, gotta take privates, and I took the privates for about a year or so. So I make some progress, but it was still not enough. I was still not doing well.
Yeah.
And then, but I was doing better, but not the way I would want.
Mhm.
And so I stopped taking class with him, and then I started doing my own thing. So I don't know if you knew Jen.
I don't think so.
She was on the team. She was on the team too. She's probably in one of the pictures on my profile, but whatever. Anyway,
Okay.
she used to do ballroom at the same place that I used to see Boris.
Okay.
Okay, so when I stopped taking classes with Boris, and I told her, well, no, it wasn't Jen, it was somebody else. It was Jane first, and I told her, and I told Jane, she used to dance with Boris too, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. I want to practice, and I need a practice partner. And would you be my partner, my practice partner? And she was like, yeah, for sure. And then sure enough, I rented a space like every once a month, and I did that for a few months,
Mhm.
and that's what got me a lot better.
Okay. Okay.
I practiced with her first, and then she got married, and then she left. She left Richmond. She went to live in Texas, and then that's when I switched, and I started doing it with Jen, and continued learning by myself. And within that year, when I started with Jen, and then Jalissa was offering a not on two. Well, I did an on two with her first, and then she was offering a class, a 3 month, I think. It was a preparation for if you want to perform.
Okay.
So she did that. Oh my God. And I did that. And I was like, well, you know what? That's it. I'm going.
Okay.
And then got with Julissa, went on the
Yeah.
team. And ever since I've been on there.
Yeah. So I want to say this, man. I don't know how long you have been with Jalissa, but when I joined the team, you know what I'm saying, you were already a great dancer. So since I've known you, Rudy, you've been an amazing dancer, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
man. You
and work. Oh, yeah.
No, dude, I know. When I got on, man, I would come to you for advice because you know what I'm saying. You were so helpful, man. You helped me in so many ways, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's when the instructor and me, you want people to be good. You
Course.
want them to get the best. Not some bootleg things that when you would go to someplace else, you see, oh snap, he tricked me. This guy tricked me. No, I want you
Okay,
to feel
right.
to be ready for anything wherever you go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and of course I'm gonna help. I mean, anybody who needs help, I will help.
Hey.
And that's the ideal. When we Jules stopped teaching and
Moved
Richmond.
or
No,
uh
no, she stopped teaching in Richmond, so we no longer have the LV in Richmond anymore.
Oh.
So we took over. Carrie, myself, and Carrie, Crystal, and Candice,
Uh-huh.
myself, we took over. So we have Salsa Connection Dance Company right now.
Okay. You had to
Yeah.
change the name and everything.
we-
Okay, yeah.
So we're trying to, what we wanted is to, um, how do you say that, to get create better dancers.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
She couldn't do it. She couldn't continue. She had other plans, which are understandable, and we still wanted that, and so that's still our goal.
Yeah.
Better dancers, and get the community to grow.
Yeah. I'm curious. Are you still a part of LV or?
No, we're not part of the LV.
Okay.
We do work with her. Do work
Okay.
with Jalissa. still do, but it's now Salsa Connection Dance
Okay, I
Company.
get you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
where's Jules at right now? She in DC or?
She's in DC. She is in
Okay.
DC. She's doing her thing. She's
Yeah,
growing.
yeah.
Me.
I'm about to get her on the show too. I've already talked to her. She said yes. I'm about to get to know something. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's
I
good.
got to. Yeah, do it. So yeah, you already know Jules is amazing. You already know that.
Yes, dude, dude. I mean, and it's dancing. I mean, I knew stuff, and dancing with her just, opened up my eyes better or more.
Right.
Like, oh, nah, that's what I was not doing. That's what I needed to do. Oh, and I learned. I mean, the only thing is, yes, I kind of wish that I had started earlier
Oh
because,
goodness.
yeah, because the way she was so strict and when she was doing the team, she was kind of on her way out of Richmond, so it was not the same. So there were a lot of things that we did not get, like people
Okay.
who started the same year as I did.
Okay.
So that's the only thing. But I mean, other than that, we're trying to keep on getting all the training that we can
Right. Of course.
with somebody else. Hey,
Yeah.
trying to do.
I'm curious, man. What was it like? What was it like learning to teach for you, man?
I never, I had never envisioned myself teaching, but when I got so much into the dancing so I kind of pushed myself. Let's try that. And sure enough, when it came time, and Julissa said, "Hey, Rudy, it's your chance. Do it." And it was really challenge. It was a real
Of
challenge
course,
because
of course.
it's so it's a lot of, because as an instructor, you have a vision for your students, right? And because this is not something that people do for a living or something, it's for fun. So that vision is not always what the student wants.
Right. Everyone has their own goal, right?
Exactly. So that's the hard part for
Yeah.
me. I mean, I know I got into it kind of, unexpectedly because yes, I did say I would want to do it, but it was more for me to get myself to get out of my shyness and of my shell, and open up myself more. And so I did it, and yes, it did help. Between the time when I started till now, there's a big difference. I'm more
Okay. Yeah.
comfortable with
Of
that kind
course. Of course.
of stuff, which is also awesome. But like I said, the hardest thing is dealing with that.
Oh.
You have a vision, you want things to be,
Right. Yeah.
and I'm becoming to feel like, because of the way we are so strict and trying to, hey, you have to do it, it has to be like that, that they look at us as we're trying to, like, as people who are trying to build up performers, which is not here, unfortunately. But
I understand.
I may be wrong, but this is what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
I,
So
I'm, cu- I'm curious. Do you think the Richmond scene has grown at all, or has it kind of stayed the same?
I would say it kind of stayed the same in terms of as many people as there were before and right now.
Okay.
So because people comes and go,
Yeah.
and now the newer people right now, the people today, I would say they're probably the same amount of people as before, maybe a little bit few more. I'm not sure.
I get what you're saying. I understand.
But it's I would say that it got significantly bigger. I would not say that.
I understand. I understand what you mean. I definitely understand that. I'm curious, man. For you right now, like, what are your goals in dancing? Like, is it just to become a better teacher, to become a better dancer? Like, what?
All.
All of them?
All, yeah, because
Okay.
I don't know if you heard, but we competed this year.
And were you in Miami? Where were you at?
Yes, in
Yeah, yeah,
Miami.
yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
We did that. That was awesome.
You say, wait, who was it? I know you and Candace. Was it just y'all
Candace.
two? Or?
Yeah, just
Okay.
us two.
Okay.
In Candace, we did that. So I mean, and you know, my thing is because I'm an instructor, I cannot not continue to grow.
Right.
It's like, okay, you're an instructor. Because you're an instructor, you don't need anything else. There's nothing like that. Whatever you're
Right.
doing, whatever you're doing in life, there's a way you can grow.
Mhm.
So yeah, unless I don't know, you're bored or you're done with
Yeah.
it, like whatever. Yeah, but no, that's not where I am right now. Right
I
now, I
understand.
still want to keep on growing.
Mm.
For instance, I mean, I wish I had more time to do stuff, just to keep on growing, because you learn so many things going to those congresses. You have so many things that you can learn from. I mean, that you can put into practice, and it's not happening.
Uh,
You know.
yeah.
So
I think some of the best instructors are, forever students, right?
yeah,
Mm. I'm curious,
yeah.
man. Give me some tips, man. How can I know I'm not dancing with you, you're not seeing me dance, but how can myself and other people, how can we become better leads? What's something that you could tell us?
Oof, wow. Well, my thing, it's a lot of practice.
Okay.
Okay. For instance, let's say there's a move that you learn. Okay, you say, okay, I like that. You want to do it. You have to practice it, and it doesn't. You don't need to do many, but you want to stick with those. Let's say there are two. You stick with those two. Okay. You make sure you nail it. You understand every single thing of it. For instance, when I say everything, I mean you have to understand where the lady is, where her
Right,
weight is
exactly.
going to be, so you can turn her when you need to turn her, so you can be on as precise as possible. So make
Yeah.
it clear to her that's what you want to do, that you want her to do.
Right.
So it's about practicing and um, doing. I mean, practicing. When I say practice, not only practice with a partner, but also on the dance floor, because you
Yeah.
will get different dancers. So you have to adapt to each in one of them.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the key, because when I started getting better, that's when I was practicing a lot. I
Of
had a few
course.
moves.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do them, and then practicing. What does practice do to you? It makes it, you think less,
Okay,
because the
right.
things come to you as a second nature. Just you're in a certain position, and you feel like this is what move you're gonna do, versus thinking, what should I do next?
Right.
So once you have that, I mean, things are just gonna flow into your mind, and that's it. So you don't
Mm.
have to think about it. You'll be quicker. You'll be instead of, for instance, sometimes you don't know what to do, so you're doing your basic, you're thinking, and then okay, something comes up, pops up, and okay, let me do that. Let me do that.
Yeah.
So you will not have that feeling. You will
Uh-huh.
go from one move to another one without adding your basic. The only
Right,
time you
right.
will the only time you will want to do a basic is to give the person a break.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
this, but
Uh-huh.
you have to do that, and you have to do it. So
Yeah.
it's about that, and being precise on with your lead, practicing and making it come to your head. I mean, like the moves are flowing into your head
Uh,
versus thinking.
mm.
So
I
yeah,
want to ask you this, man. How important is social dancing? Because I once heard someone say that social dancing is nothing more than just like another form of practice, right?
it, it, it's the key, because like I was just saying, you will meet different type of dancers on the dance floor,
Right.
and that will force you to think differently when you get to them. It's like, oh yeah, you can do that with her, or to make it happen, you have to be a step ahead. So it makes you think differently, and to see, or make you engage more, to have a better frame. So yes,
Mm.
it's social dancing is very important.
Yeah.
Well, if you love to social dance, of course,
Uh-huh.
because there are people who just love to perform, and being a performer doesn't make you a good social dancer.
So true. I thought about that, but it's for performance, you're probably practicing with the same partner and you're practicing the
Same
same
partner,
routine,
same
right?
routine. Yep, yep.
Yeah, it is a
And
different
some
skill.
and some of the things that you're doing, you're not gonna do it on the dance floor.
So true.
You know?
Very true. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Unless you're doing again, if you're doing it with your partner, okay, yes, you may be able to get away with some things, but you're not gonna do the crazier things. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right, man. That's so true.
Yeah. Two different things. You
So true.
cannot. So I have my switch. I'm performing. I have the switch on. This is performance mode. I'm gonna be doing those certain things that I'm not gonna do on the dance floor. When I'm on the dance floor, social dancing. I have that switch on too.
Yeah. Huh?
The other one is off. Because I'm not gonna be doing anything that I do in performances. I don't do
Of
on
course.
on
Yeah, I understand that. I'm curious. How long you think you've been dancing salsa, Rudy?
how long, man. It's been on and off since since I was living in Haiti. But I would say that I stuck with it starting 2012.
Okay. Okay. Sure enough. So 7 years, like stuck with it,
Yeah, stuck
dedicated
with
to
it.
it.
Yeah, dedicate, never stop. I mean, if I stop, it's a weekend because traveling or whatever. But I've been on it like non-stop.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
So I can only I've been going from Richmond for a year and a half, close to 2 years now. So I can only imagine how much you've improved, man.
Well, yeah. Well, yes. I mean, I know I have because I know there are things that I've been wanting to do. I had not the time. I had not have the time to do it, but now because of teaching, I get to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not. I'm still not doing it as much as I would want to, but I am getting some time to do it. So
yeah. Okay,
it
yeah,
helps. Oh yeah.
yeah. I'm curious, man. What are some lessons that you've learned from dance that you're able to translate to your everyday life?
That is, you know, for me, it is like, for instance, okay, yes, I've been dancing for a long time, but you know, people sometimes, oh, you're a good dancer, blah blah blah. I'm still I like modesty,
Okay, okay.
because like I, even though okay, yes, I got to a certain level. Yes, I'm not there yet, but that doesn't make me a person who's that you can reach me. You know what I'm saying? Meaning whether you're a good dancer or not, I will dance with you.
Okay, okay.
And for me, life this is life. That's the way life is. You don't want to be cocky. Just simple. Enjoy life. Be humble.
Uh-huh.
And yes,
Okay.
that's one thing.
I definitely understand that, man. I definitely understand that. I'm
Yeah.
curious, man. What is for people who feel like they're at an intermediate level,
Mhm.
how can they get to that advanced level? How can they get to your level?
Well, what I do not have the exact answer because my way was through performing,
Hey.
because there are certain things that I was not used to, and the practicing and doing those drills. I don't know, you did some drills, I believe.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. So those drills made me understand a lot more things,
yeah. Yeah.
and it helped me grow even more. So I mean, you may not want that. So I would say if you were to go through a different route, it would be to go to, even if you don't want the training and all, but still go to congresses
Okay.
and get some private dancing, private instructors, or if you're able to assess yourself to see where you are and what you
Yeah.
lack, which is not easy all the time, but if
Right.
you're capable of doing that, you assess, you see what you need, and you have to also know the instructors out there so that you can pick and choose. Okay, I want to get
Right.
something
Right.
from that I don't have, or something from this guy, because they're all going to have different things that are about them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's continuing to dance, continuing to just learn, because it's not only about. I don't think it's only about learning moves, but you want to learn about all the technique.
Yeah.
And the other thing is even try to be led.
That's a
If
big thing. Learning to follow or lead.
yes, if you're a lady, or if you're a lady, learn to lead, or if you're a man, learn to follow.
Okay, that's big,
And
right?
that will definitely help you see men's perspective or vice versa.
Yeah,
So
definitely. That's so true, man. I definitely agree with learning to do the opposite of what you do.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
it's very very helpful,
yeah,
and
man. That's so true.
you have a better idea. Oh, you can do that because she is supposed. You will know where she's gonna be, so you will know that she needs to. That you're capable of doing this move,
Right, right.
and that's even a lot better. So that will help you get into more complicated moves.
Yeah, so true, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious, man. This is gonna be a hard one for you, but what is one tip that can make someone a better dancer immediately?
Whew. Whew, 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 whew. Immediate. Ah, I would say if you have rhythm. Rhythm is because people lack a lot of rhythm.
Okay, you see that as a teacher, huh?
It's yes, it's their worst enemy. And once you have it, it's easier for you.
Okay.
Easier. So you have to have rhythm.
So let me ask you this, man. How do you teach rhythm? How does one get rhythm?
That's hard. That's hard. It's hard because you know it's about keeping the beat, the rhythm.
Right.
So let's say that the rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have to be able to keep it no matter what you're doing.
Right.
Not stray away from it, and that is hard, especially with some complicated songs. They go through this break, musical break, and then you're like, oh my god, where am I? So you can't, and you don't know how to keep it. So it is the one difficult thing to do. So, but thankfully, if you can have as many songs as you can, because you will see that once you get to see those professional guys, who only do that for life, and you feel like they know every song. So you have to get yourself to learn songs. You listen to
That's what I was
them.
gonna say. Yeah, I feel like is it really immersing yourself in that music, right? Hearing those songs continually, right? That's what I think. I feel like.
Yes, yes, yes. You listen to those songs, and when you get to understand the salsa, um, how do you call this? The way salsa song is built.
Okay, I like the structure of it, the structure
The
of the song. I
structure,
guess.
yes, the structure of the salsa song. Once you get to understand that, then it will be a lot even easier
Right,
for you.
right, right.
Because
I
some
definitely
people,
understand that.
yeah, you all like it's about listening to the song while you're dancing. You have to listen to the song and mimic the song. Like when there's a musical break, do your break, do the break too. And so you're like, how does that person know it was coming? Some because they know the song, and some
Right.
because they understand the structure of the salsa, so they know it was coming.
Yeah, that's so true.
So yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Oh
I
yeah.
wanna I wanna ask you, but Rudy, tell me, man, what are some of your upcoming events? I know you're teaching, right? Every week,
Yep.
correct?
Yep. Every week, almost one, two, three, 4 times a week.
Oh wow, okay, shucks.
No, 3 times a week. 3 times a week. So
Go ahead and plug it. Where are you teaching at? Like the times and everything. Where you plug it for me.
we're teaching like Mondays. We have a specialty class. Right now, we're doing salsa on 2
Okay.
this month, and next month we're gonna do cha cha cha.
Okay.
So that's on Monday, 7:30 at Dogtown Dance Theater, same place.
In Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah. And on Tuesdays, we have beginner salsa at 7 and bachata class at 8.
Okay.
And on Thursdays, we have salsa level 2 and salsa level 3,
Ah.
7 o'clock for the first one and then 8 o'clock for the second one.
Okay. Sure enough.
So
Okay.
then we practice after each. If Tuesdays and Thursdays we practice.
Okay. Sure enough. They're always busy, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, we're like, for instance, we are learning a new routine, and that's for the company, and that's going to be our first routine for the company, and yeah, so and we should debuting it May 11th
Okay. Where at? Where at?
in DC with Julissa.
Ooh. Okay, that's awesome, man. Is that Puda?
No,
Oh, okay, okay.
she has her 10th anniversary, 10-year anniversary coming up in May. So she invited us
Okay, that's awesome, man. That's so awesome.
you know,
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
and it's you know, even though we had to break away, but it's the love is still there.
I
The
would
the
hope so, man.
the love is still there. We still because we work with her too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about being mad or whatever. People, we have to grow. We
Yeah.
have other things to do, or we have other project, and hey, we have to be understandable about life.
Yeah. I'm curious, man. Are you going to Florida this year?
Pura, 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 pura,
I don't know
pura.
when it is. I have to look it up. I don't. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's July 13.
Are you going?
I should be going.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you
Yeah,
can, I understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should be going.
Okay.
Well,
So just
we,
curious.
we probably won't make it for both days, but we definitely will be there one day.
Okay. Cool. All right. Awesome, man.
We have to be there. I mean,
Yeah. Right.
it's all about supporting one another.
Yeah.
And you said that's what I was saying. Like you were saying about the lessons that humble. So we can't take certain things personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life happens. And people change. People want to do other things. So we have to be understanding about that. We can't be like,
Yeah.
oh, nah, like why would she do that to us or whatever? I mean, it's not. No, there's no time for that. Life is too
Right.
complicated to make it more complicated.
Right. I definitely understand that, man. I want to say, Rudy, man. I want to thank you, man, for taking time out your day to talk to me, man.
Of course, man. Hey, it's a pleasure. Like I said, hey, you know what? Whatever I can do to help somebody do something that they love, hey, I'm open. And guess what? It's funny that you're doing that. A couple weeks ago, actually, April 2nd, there was another guy. There was this guy who interviewed me about the same thing, but he's doing something different. He's trying to do a portrait and through dance. I
Okay.
think it's water watercolors.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
Yes, so he's, I think, yeah, but so he's trying to do that. So, and I'm like, okay,
You're a
no problem.
popular man.
No, it's not like
Don't downplay. You're popular,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Somebody contacted him and told him about me. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how he found that. It's
I
not
mean,
like
I had to have you on, Rudy, man.
no.
You're easily one of the best dancers I know, Rudy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
So
Thank
I
you.
had to have you on the show, man.
It's a pleasure, man.
I want to ask you, man. Like I said, I want to thank you so much, Rudy. Any last words, man?
Excuse me. Say that again.
Any last words, man, for the people who are watching right now?
Oh wow. If you love salsa, don't if you're struggling, don't give up. Things happen, and you there will be a click. Just continue to practice. Get some good instructors. Continue to learn, continue to grow, and I promise, you will see that click. Like oh, and there will be a time you'll be looking at those struggle time moments, and you'll be like, why was I struggling for that? And so don't get discouraged. Just continue to enjoy. Just do continue to do stuff that you I mean, like I was saying, listen to music or go to congresses, continue to learn, and things that will get you there.
Yeah.
That's all, man.
Yeah, that's a good way to end it, man. Rudy, thank you so much. Really
Zero.
appreciate
Oh, no problem, man. It was a pleasure.
it. My favorite Rudy, man. I want to say, man, enjoy the rest of your night, man.
So what?
I said, enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Oh yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
and talk to you soon, man. All
Sir,
right.
yes, sir. All right. Ciao, Rudy.
All
Ciao.
right, man. Peace.
That's all it is. Hey everyone! If you made it this far all the way to the end of the video, I want to thank you so much. My overall goal with making these interviews and these episodes is to give a voice to dancers. To give them a platform to speak their story. So, if this is of value to anyone, then that means the world to me. My overall goal is to give value to the dance community. So, if you find no value in this, then I urge you to please let me know where I can improve on. I truly want to, just give value and content to the dance community. So please let me know how I can improve, where I'm messing up, because to be 100% honest with you, I'm learning along the way as I do this. I truly am. So to be able to interact with the dance community, it means the world to me because it gives me feedback and it lets me know what I'm doing right, where I can improve upon, what I'm doing wrong, which I feel like might be more important. So please, if you all could comment and just let me know what you think, it means the world to me because that feedback just helps me improve. So please comment as well. Please like and subscribe. That means a lot as well. But I want to say thank you so much for just watching this because it means the world to me. I want to take you on this journey of the Two Left Feet podcast. I'm very excited for it. So once again, thank you so much.